everybody, it's the Lawn Gnome, and welcome to your April 2016 Funko Pop update. I'm actually kind of happy about the fact that this is not going to be as massive as the previous two, and I think it's about time that we slowed down a little bit, because I think a lot of us are getting to the point where we're going to be sitting on the curb begging for money to buy more Pops. Well, what can I say? Maybe it beats the alternative in regards to begging for money. But anyway, I hope that you guys are appreciative because I finally have my new Funko Pop t-shirt, and I'm going to be wearing this one in every single video. It's awesome. It features C-3PO and R2-D2, and they are the missing droids you are looking for. So let's begin with all of the news in terms of brand new lines, exclusives, as well as some stuff that was announced at Toy Fair that actually got some better glam shots. But as always, let's take a look at how my collection has been going first. So today's pop review in terms of my collection is going to be about movies, of course. Now, these two movies have nothing to do with each other whatsoever, but I am putting them together because of the fact that these are probably two of the best designed Pops that I have seen in 2016 so far. And they also happen to be two characters from two of my very favorite films. So of course the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go take a little trip back in time to childhood and take a look at the Gene Wilder version of Willy Wonka from the 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This is, without a doubt, one of the greatest movies that I have ever seen. It's a beautiful family film, even with a couple of very interesting, sick and twisted turns. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. When I found out that this was going to become a Pop series, I just said I need to have a little Gene Wilder by my side. And this is such a gorgeous looking Pop. Everything from his top hat, to his facial expression, to the design of his hair, to the purple trench coat, the sparkly vest, the beige pants, the boots, and yes, even the fact that he has a cane. And I love the fact how he's posed and how he uses the cane, and even in the back there's some beautiful designs on the buttons and the coattails. It really is a perfect version of this character in Pop form. And it is a great Pop to have in my collection just because of how meaningful this film is to me. But now let's take a look at something a little more recent. I love Quentin Tarantino films, and I am not the biggest collector of the Pops, but I always make it known that when it comes to the series of Quentin Tarantino films, for the Pops, I will always get the one character that I love the most. In the Kill Bill series, I have my Entertainment Earth exclusive Bloody Go-Go. I don't have one in the Pulp Fiction set yet because I know for a rumor there is another piece to the Pulp Fiction set coming, and believe me, I'm hoping that one of them is the Gimp. That's what I'm saving up for. But Sheriff Chris Mannix in The Hateful Eight, which is the newest Tarantino film, was without a doubt one of the best parts of the film. And this is a gorgeous looking Pop. I've seen what the other ones look like, and they are great, but I love the details on this one. Walton Goggins did such a great job, and I love the look of his hat. I love the look of his trench coat, the details in the vest, the gun in the holster, and the gloves, and everything else that was put into this Pop's design. I cannot get over the details of this specific Pop, especially because of how amazing Funko has been in recent years. I think one of the most interesting things about it is the redness around his eyes to signify the cold and the fatigue that all these characters were dealing with in the film. But another great Pop, another amazing detailed Pop. Along with this one right next to it, I am so happy that I have added these to my collection, and I'm looking forward to reviewing all of the other new additions that I am bringing on board to my Pop collection in the near future. So we're going to begin with the big event that's going on this weekend, and that, of course, is Emerald City Comic Con, and there's another good excuse for you to get your green on if you are, in fact, within the city limits of Seattle. There are definitely some very interesting things, including everything green from Adventure Time characters, to a special glow-in-the-dark Green Goblin, to a glow-in-the-dark Murloc from World of Warcraft, and even a hipster Cthulhu, which I think is absolutely awesome. And Snoopy, Snoopy, Snoopy. You can get yourself so many awesome kinds of Snoopies. Awesome flocked Snoopies, as a matter of fact. Everything from a 4 different shade of green 4-pack to a flocked Snoopy and Woodstock. And now we'll take a look at some of the other exclusives that are going around. Once again, FYE is impressing us with a very interesting version of the ID4 Alien. It looks like it's a silver, possibly a clear, I'm not exactly sure, but it is definitely a very interesting looking special of the Alien from Independence Day. We also have some Hot Topic exclusives, and they are 3 different versions of, yes, you guessed it, Deadpool. I don't know anything about these multicolored Deadpools in the comics, so if you are out there and you know exactly what these are referencing, please put it in the box below. But you can get a full killer blue, a solo green, and a terror pink, it looks like. A GameStop exclusive of dog meat from Fallout, and of course, since it is a flocked one, I'm sure that so many people are going to be getting their hands on it because the flocked ones, when it comes to any of those special exclusives, they really seem to be the ones that go the quickest. Another interesting GameStop exclusive is another addition to the brand new Blizzard Overwatch series. It is Soldier 76, and unlike all the other Overwatch pops that are coming out, this is the only one that you can get at GameStop. And we've also got 2 additional exclusives in the world of gaming. One is a GameStop exclusive, and the other one is a Target exclusive. And they are 2 different versions of Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4. The one with the dog paw on his chest, that is the GameStop, and the one in the brown shirt is the Target. And of course, when it comes to Target, they usually seem to surprise me with some very interesting exclusives, and I promised that I would get you guys a good glam shot if I could, and I did. It is the 100th addition to the Star Wars collection, and of course it is FN2187. That is Finn in his Stormtrooper outfit, and I love the look of this. It's got the sand all over the uniform as well as the 3 blood streaks. I don't know how easy this is to find. I don't even know if it's even in Targets all across the country, but if you have actually got your hands on this Target exclusive, please leave a comment, as I would love to hear about how you found it and maybe even a glam shot or 2. Speaking of Star Wars, we gotta look at the brand new Smuggler's Bounty exclusives. We've got 2 very interesting ones. And it turned out that one of them ended up being a Chase Pop as well. It's the red Snaggletooth, and the Chase is the blue version. I actually know a couple of YouTube friends of mine that actually found out that they got the Chase exclusive blue Snaggletooth. But I definitely like the Ben Kenobi. It, of course, is based on the Cantina theme, and it is Obi-Wan Kenobi in an action pose, holding his saber. We obviously know what scene that is from, and it definitely is a really cool version of this pop. So if you are Star Wars fans and you have your Smuggler's Bounties, I'm pretty much sure that you are happy with your pops. And if you did in fact get the blue Snaggletooth out there, congratulations! And we've also got a new exclusive from a new location, bgvtoys.com. I have no idea who they are, but it looks like we're going to finally get another Doctor in a spacesuit. We already have the 12th Doctor, and we also have the 10th Doctor, but now it looks like Matt Smith, Doctor number 11, will officially be an exclusive in a spacesuit as well. And I'm pretty sure that Doctor Who fans are going to find a way to get their hands on them, especially if they already have the other 2 Doctors in spacesuits. Another interesting exclusive is the PX Previews exclusive of the Atomic Mouth Godzilla. I wish I found one picture with a box, but I didn't, but it's a very interesting version of Godzilla. He has blue toes, blue fingernails, blue mouth, and blue eyes, hence the reason why he is called Atomic. So to finish off today, we are going to take a look at some of the new lines as well as line extensions. We are going to take a look at an extension to the Disney line, and we are finally getting our Pocahontas pops. As I mentioned, I did see the pictures in the catalog during Toy Fair, but here are your pops of Pocahontas and Miko. And I gotta tell you, I like the way they look, especially the way that Pocahontas looks. She doesn't look as dull as she did in the movie. Oops, did I just say that out loud? But anyway, I know a couple of people out there that are big Pocahontas fans. I do plan to rewatch the movie and give a review for it on my show somewhere down the line, but if you're a Pocahontas fan, or especially if you are a Disney collector of the pops, go out and get your Pocahontas pops. It also looks like we are going to be getting expansion to Bob's Burgers for some reason. I don't watch the show. I watched a few episodes and I thought that it was pretty funny, but these new ones do look pretty interesting. I definitely would like to know a little bit more about these characters, especially Beef Squatch. It just looks really funny. That's a really funny name for a pop. And of course, we've also got new Marvel ones to talk about. Like classic DC characters, we do have some classic Marvel characters, heroes and villains. I'm very impressed that we're going to be getting a She-Hulk, a Doctor Strange, especially because of the new movie coming out. Captain Marvel or Ms. Marvel, I think that Dr. Octopus looks fantastic, the old school looking Falcon, but I have no idea who Spider-Gwen is. I obviously am guessing it has to do with Gwen Stacy, so if you could give me a little bit of a 101 on who Spider-Gwen is, please put it in the box below. Thank you very much. And of course, we've got the Mean Girls line coming out. I had shown you guys the Toy Fair catalog pictures, but here they are. And I really appreciate the details on all three of the plastics, including Lindsay Lohan. I love the fact that Regina is holding a cup of coffee under her purse. I like the fact that Gretchen is holding the burn book. So all of you out there who are fans of this great teen comedy, I am really hoping that you are going to find them and add them to your collection. And we've also got the pops from Alice Through the Looking Glass. The Alice in Wonderland pops were very good and very detailed, but these look just as detailed as well. I especially love the fact that we've got White Rabbit, of course, finally entering the Pop family, as well as some of the other characters that we already know, including some new characters. I do have to admit that some of the poses and the details on these look amazing, especially on Alice and the Red Queen, as well as Cheshire Cat balancing on his own tail. And to close this month's Pop update, a very interesting set of Pops. If you're a fan of politics, you can get your Decision 2016 Pops. I am really surprised that they actually went in this direction. I am really curious to know if these things are going to sell, but you can get a Donald Trump, a Hillary Clinton, and a Bernie Sanders. I'm really surprised that they didn't make a Ted Cruz, because he is pretty much in the news as often as these three candidates, but I actually will not lie, and I think the details are pretty funny. I think that they got Trump's hair, and if you can't see me, I'm using air quotes perfectly. And once again, I'm just impressed that they're doing this. So if you happen to be a fan of politics and want to show your true colors for this year's election, I guess go out and get one of these Decision 2016 Pops. Listen, I'm really curious. I'm being straight with you. Put your comments in the box below. I really want your honest opinions on these three specific Pops. And if you do plan to actually get one for yourself, I'd really like to know the reason why, because politics is a dangerous place to go these days. But hey, Brian Mariotta always says that there's a little something in the Funko world for everybody. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. It is always a pleasure to bring you guys some awesome Pop news. I'm always willing to take a look at your comments in the box below. Let me know how your respective collections have been going, and I will see you in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.